Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt. Now in year number 6.
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award. And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely. And he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday.
And that's a nice-looking award. I wonder if he took it home, got out of the car, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around. What would he get with it?
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards on the play, first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now a 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it. They'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Grayson now. And this will be incomplete. But you look at this defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now Grayson. And he is caught. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. It's one of the better coaches in the league always tells me. On offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 2nd down and 6 now. Looking to throw. Grayson. They'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Back to throw. Grayson. He finds his man. Complete. That's Weaver. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. From the 20, here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 20-yard line.
Looking to throw. Grayson. He finds his man. Complete. It's Weaver. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Brooklyn.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Grayson. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Armadillos are on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a long 11-play drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Throwing on 1st down. Reynolds. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Looking to throw. Reynolds. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
A good start to the drive here. That's caught out on the left side. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
And Brooklyn 1st down.
Back to throw. Grayson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Alexander. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Grayson. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Armadillos have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Throwing to start the drive. Reynolds on the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Back to throw. Reynolds. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football. And the plays he's making, he's spelling them in the offensive backfield.
On 1st down, McKenzie. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Reynolds. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Reynolds. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And we know all about the importance of this ball game. Sure, we're still just in the middle part of the season, but this one you feel could have ramifications down the line.
Right now you're looking at these 2 teams as being the number 1 and 2 seeds in the NFC, and I know it's a little early to start worrying about seeding and such, but let's face it, if these 2 meet again, the winner of this game could be the one hosting that game that they play down the road.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Grayson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Reynolds. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Reynolds. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Off play action. Reynolds. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Caps have cut it back within a score.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. That time a 6-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And Charles, still a long way to go in the season. We know that. But as it stands, these are your top 2 seeds in the AFC. So I ask you, is this a potential AFC championship preview?
Brandon, I need you to give me a fence and a saddle because I'm about to ride that bad boy because I think there's so many good teams in the AFC. Maybe we could look at like 3 games a weekend and say, this could be an AFC championship preview.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
To throw on second down. Grayson under pressure, and they got to him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it at the 42. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Reynolds. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He is putting on a show in this second quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Reynolds. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the 14 now, they work on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Reynolds. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Now the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Ball at the 23, second and 8. Looking to throw. Grayson, he finds his man, complete. That's Alexander.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the gun on third down. Grayson, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Grayson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down. What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And on now is the punter, as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Throwing to start the drive. Reynolds. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The end result, 21 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 39-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. On first down, Reynolds. And he's got his man on the out route. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Reynolds. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Got an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. Operating from the gun, Grayson. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Grayson. And that one to the right side and incomplete. A final shot before break. Grayson. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll begin across the Hudson from Manhattan in the borough of Brooklyn. And it's the Huskies who are out in front in that one. The Huskies still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. The Bisons don't want to fall into a deep hole this early, so a good win there ups their record to 3-4. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Pioneers trying to finish that one off and claim victory.
Okay,
both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. For this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. To throw on third down, Grayson. Avant brings it in. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now here's a throw. It's complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Reynolds forced out to his left. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here. A little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. He finds his man complete. It's Alexander. Only able to gain a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Grayson eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Grayson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Grayson. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, you can just see this one coming, couldn't you? It's an obvious passing situation, 3rd and long. The defense just going to bring in 2 more defensive backs and say, you want to throw? Go ahead. We dare you. And there's just no one open anywhere as they come away with the interception.
The Chicago offense set to get started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Grayson. And that is incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
And they'll send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Reynolds. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Reynolds. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Caps will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, as we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. Throwing on 3rd and long. Grayson. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down at 7. Back to throw. Grayson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes. What?
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd down and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Grayson escaping the pressure right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, Grayson, and it's caught. Touchdown from 3 yards out, and the Armadillos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point forthcoming. And this is back to a 5-point game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Chicago offense set to get started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Reynolds. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Off play action. Reynolds. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a 1st down here.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Reynolds. Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Looking to throw. Reynolds. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Cavs add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. That time a 9-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Throwing on 1st down. Grayson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Alexander. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. To throw again, Grayson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It's a gain of 4.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Grayson now. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Grayson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. Grayson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he is going to have a 1st down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory. And they will take a knee here. 2nd and 11 now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top-5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Chicago, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.